Friends, it is time to continue on in our reading of First Kings. Thank you for joining us as we read through the scriptures together. First Kings. So here's the big picture. Remember what we know of as First Kings and Second Kings were once one book, one single unified book. We are now at a time when, like the book, the kingdom has been divided or is being divided. We're in the midst of that division of North and South, the separation of Israel and Judah. And the great irony is that Israel will break off from Judah, Samaria from Jerusalem, because of the unfaithfulness of Solomon in Jerusalem. So you would think that Israel would be more concerned to be faithful, remembering that this schismatic divide was because of unfaithfulness. Oh no, they don't remember that. Jeroboam, who is the first king of Israel, turns out to be way more wicked and way more unfaithful than Solomon. And the north and the south will end up each having 20 kings before these two kingdoms fall. And of those 20, all of them in the north were wicked and unfaithful to God. And in the south, most of them, a majority of them, were unfaithful. 12 of 20. There were 8 who were faithful, like their father David, who was not perfect. Remember that. Oh, remember that. So, we're here. Chapter 12. Actually, this first section goes through chapter 16. We are in chapter 12. Israel splits in two. We're chapter 12, verse 12 is where we're starting up this morning. I'll be reading from the left-hand column, which is the complete Jewish Bible. The right-hand column contains the text as it is found in the New Revised Standard Version Updated Edition. So we've got a Jewish Bible and a Christian Bible side by side, which will be helpful because Jewish biblical language and Christian biblical language don't always use the same names or words for persons, places, and things. So I'll point out what these things are when we come across them, like the son of Solomon, Rehoboam. In the Jewish Bible is Rekav. Just like remember Solomon in Jewish Bible is Shlomo. Oh yeah, and look, there's Shlomo actually, but we're beyond that. Verse 12. Good morning, Mom. Good morning, Susan. Chapter 12, verse 12. Let's read. So Yaravim, Jeroboam, And the people came to Rehoboam, the third day, as the king had requested, by saying, "Come to me again the third day." And the king answered the people harshly. Abandoning the advice the older men had given him, he addressed them according to the advice of the young men and said, "My father made your yoke heavy, but I will add to your yoke. My father controlled you with whips, but I will control you with scorpions." So the king didn't listen to the people. And that was something Adonai brought about so that he could fulfill his word, which Adonai had spoken through Achiah from Shiloh to Yaravam, the son of Nebat. Achiah, Ahijah, the Shilonite. Jeroboam is the son of Nebat. Okay. Verse 16. When all Israel saw that the king wasn't listening to them, the people answered the king, "Do we have any share in David? We have no heritage in the son of Yeshai, Jesse. Go to your tents, Israel. Care for your own house, David." So Israel left for their tents. But as for the people of Israel living in the cities of Judah, Rechavam ruled over them. King Rechavam then sent Adoram, who was in charge of forced labor. But all Israel stoned him to death. King Rechavam managed to mount his chariot and flee to Jerusalem. Israel has been in rebellion against the dynasty of David to this day. On hearing that Yaravam had returned, all Israel summoned him to the assembly and proclaimed him king over all Israel. No one followed the dynasty of David except the tribe of Yehuda. Listen for Benjamin to slip into that. Verse 21. When Rechavam arrived in Jerusalem, he assembled all the house of Yehuda and the tribe of Benjamin, 180,000 select soldiers, to fight the house of Israel and bring the rulership back to Rechavam, the son of Shlomo. But this word from God came to Shemaiah, the man of God. Shemaiah. Speak to Rechavam, the son of Shlomo, king of Yehuda, to all the house of Yehuda and Benjamin, and to the rest of the people. Tell them this is what Adonai says. Remember, Adonai is a way of referring to God without using the sacred name of God that only God can rightly speak. This is what Adonai says. You are not to go up and fight your brothers, the people of Israel, Every man is to go back home because this is my doing. They paid attention to the word of Adonai and turned back, as Adonai had told them to do. Then Yaravam built up Shechem, just as it sounds, just looks different, in the hills of Ephraim, and lived there. After that, he left and built up Penuel. Nevertheless, Yaravam said to himself, now the rulership will return to the house of David. For if these people continue going up to offer sacrifices in the house of Adonai in Jerusalem, their hearts will turn back to their Lord, Rechavam, king of Yehuda. Then they will kill me and return to Rechavam, king of Yehuda. After seeking advice, the king made 2 calves of gold and said to the people, you have been going up to Jerusalem long enough. Here are your gods, Israel, who brought you out of the land of Egypt. There's the beginning of the downfall of Jeroboam. And yes, think very much. Not Bethel, not Dan, but Sinai. In Exodus 32, remember Moses up on the mountain? Aaron creates the golden calf. Here, the new king of Israel has just gone and done likewise. Verse 29, he placed one in Bethel, which, by the way, is house of God, and the other in Dan. And the affair became a sin, for the people went to worship before the one in Bethel and all the way to Dan to worship the other. He also set up temples on the high places and made Kohanim from among all the people, even though they were not descended from Levi. Kohanim, priests. So he's broken a couple of things that are chief in no idols and the priesthood coming only from the Levites, the descendants of Levi. We're going to pause there, friends. We've seen enough to see that things don't go well very quickly in the north. Thank you for joining us and reading with us this morning, friends. Have a blessed day. Blessed Sabbath. Peace be with you. Oh, and good morning again, Don and Linda. I almost missed the two of you. Peace be with you all.